Thanks for coming out. I didn't know I was going to be the beginning of this deal, so I'm out of my comfort zone. So. Little background, came from a big family. We'd be called dysfunctional, but I think, I'm surprised that there are a lot of dysfunctional families. If we don't come from a strong believing family, there's probably a little bit of it, maybe not to the degree mine was. I grew up in a religion that was works-based. Don't lie, don't steal. My mom, bless her soul, she was fire and brimstone. You do these things, you're going to hell. And she was right, but it was a pretty, especially when you live on that works and you can't do them, you kind of condemn yourself before you ever have a chance. It was a great feeling to find out that that salvation was a gift, that Jesus paid for, and I had very little to do with it. He took care of it for me. My brother was probably he brought the truth to me. He's the one that presented the gospel and the truth to me. It wasn't very well received. Caused some problems. I can remember thinking back on it now. He came home from the military and told me the truth, and after a while I said, man, this guy, all he does is he wants to talk about Jesus. Listen to Jesus music. I'm sick of it, And now nothing brings me more pleasure than to talk about Jesus and get involved with other believers. I can remember before my dad passed away, telling him, he claims to know that you can be saved. You don't have to doubt about how in the world can he tell what God's going to do? But in fact, you can know that you can be saved, and you can be saved today. And I believe now that if you don't know you are saved, you're probably better to get straight with God, because there's something wrong in your walk. But anyway, the night of my dad passed away, and at his rosary, we had some strong words, me and my brother. I know that he kept praying for me, but we almost came to a fist fight. It's kind of funny now when I think back on it. He was retired military. He had tried out for special forces. I'm glad he was a Christian. He'd have cleaned my clock that But at any rate, so he kept bringing the gospel, praying for me, and over about a 2-year period, he came to me one time, and again, I asked him more. The Holy Spirit was breaking some of the hardness in my heart, like He does with all of us, and I was starting to open up to the message, and I told him one day, he called me on the phone, and he said, how's things going? I said, I've said this sinner's prayer 2 or 3 times, and actually, nothing's really happening. I don't feel any different. And he said, it's not a feeling. Feelings can deceive you.
Yes.
He said, God said that if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that He has raised Jesus from the dead, you'll be saved. And He also says that I'm not a man that I should lie. And something is clicking. I just believe. He said, you gotta believe on the word. Your feelings will lead you astray. And something just clicked just like a light. And it changed my life. Did things to me. You know, I grew up, I started drinking at an early age. I know a lot of people here, this is gonna sound pretty familiar. I drank until it overtook my life. In 1987, after doing some foolish things with a gun and my little children, I went and asked for some help with AAA, and they were able to help me work through some things with my alcoholism. But you know, my selfish lifestyle, because I wasn't born again, it didn't stop. I went on to lose my wife and my 3 small children at the time. But you know, God can make good on the mistakes that we make. He's given me another life, and I have the opportunity to help with my granddaughter to grow her up. So He's given me a second chance. I look back on my life and I see so many times, you know, that had I gotten killed, there's been 4 instances in my life with guns alone. And I think that when we get to heaven, we're going to find out that God has done a lot to save us. He's really came in. Actually, the brother that brought the truth to me when I was a 6th grader shot me in the chest with a .22 at point blank range. But when the bullet hit my lung, it, instead of going through, it went up over the top, and it's still over here in my shoulder. But there was 3 more times that I almost been killed with a gun. So God has been good to me, and He saved me. And praise God, 2 of my, although I brought my children up the same way I was brought up in a religious, 2 of my 2 sons are born again believers and love the Lord as I do. Thanks for this opportunity to tell my story.
Now, I hope that Neil doesn't mind me sharing this. But earlier today, I came to him and I asked him if he would do this, and he was nervous. And he said, "Could I think about it for a little bit?" And I said, "Okay." And about an hour later, his courage had screwed up to the sticking place, and he came to the church and he says, "I'm going to do it." And he told me, I've shared my faith before, but not like this. But he did. And yeah, I say, I've been to seminary for years, but no amount of training will allow me to ever tell that story. Because that story is his story. He's the only one who can tell it. And every person who has believed on Jesus, I'm talking to each one of you individually, you have a story. And you think, maybe my story's not all that dramatic or so. Your story is perfect. And God has appointed to you people who need to hear your story and what Jesus has done for you. And I implore you, tell people your story. This is wonderful. Let us praise Jesus tonight in song.